So right out the gate here, if you're planning to use a barrel roll for distance, just do it right off the bat. That way you have your cooldown ready as soon as you start fighting, if you start getting a missile locked on you. I noticed that you fly out and then you use barrel roll. Just use it first next time.
Okay.
When you're sniping, just zoom out all the time. You should always be at 0% when you're sniping instead of at 62. Just use your middle mouse wheel to zoom out. That way you'll be able to turn faster when you're moving around.
I never saw the numbers right there.
So when you're trying to turn your screen here like this, and you're not actually charging, instead of being in the rail to turn, just press S and turn like while moving, because you'll turn around much faster than if you try to turn while you're not moving. Also, one of the bigger issues in this video is your energy management. You just need to be in F1 when you're shooting. Right here you're shooting at a really low health target, and I notice you're shooting ions instead of slugs. Slugs have natural shield penetration, and you're also running bypass as an ability, so if you had used bypass ion or even just switched to slug, you'd have just killed him in one shot instead of draining his shields. So yeah, a lot of energy management in this video. When you're turning your ship like this, always go up or down, because you turn about twice as fast if you go up or down instead of from left to right. So just roll your ship so that you can go towards the arrows that you want to by going up or down.
Yeah, I never noticed that before. You're right.
I noticed there's lots of times trying to just acquire a target. You're trying to find something in range. What you can do is you can hit tab, and that targets the closest thing to you. So it's the fastest way to find if something's within 15,000. And at the top right in your targeting computer, you can see how far they are from you. So right now you could like hit tab, which you can see on the arrows around your firing arc. The bigger arrows mean they're really close to you. So when you're shooting at targets like that, you want to try to make sure they're in the middle when you're shooting at them. This was really good. You took a little bit of damage and you moved away as quickly as possible, and that's exactly what you want to do. I noticed you like never use distortion field in the whole game though. It only has a 20-second cooldown, so anytime you take damage, you can just use it right away if you don't think you're going to need it for a missile break, just for extra evasion. So here you swap to weapon power, so this is good. You're going to be able to shoot way more, because now your weapon power is draining a lot slower. You can actually get way more shots in. And see, right here you zoom out, and look how much easier aiming is. So you're pushing the screen way easier to get those snapshots in. You're being able to follow him, and that's what zooming out does. It makes it so that you can follow targets a lot easier. So when you're shooting at drones, right now you're shooting with ion, and you want to switch to slug. There's actually a huge bug right with the Maylock ship, which is the cartel coin ship you're using, and it's that the icons at the bottom right are the same for both slug and ion. So it's really hard to tell which one you're shooting. You can tell though, because the beam is blue for ion and it's yellow for slug. So when you shoot once and it's blue, you know it's ion. So that's good. Again, you just killed someone with just ion. So this guy's like all over your screen. If you were zoomed out, you'd have an easier chance following him. So when someone moves away like that, just hit spacebar. Spacebar immediately takes you out of zooming. You don't have to right click out or anything. As soon as you hit spacebar, it automatically takes you out and starts moving you as fast as possible. So often I don't even turn it off, I just start moving right away. So here, again, to shoot at that guy, I would have swapped to slug because he was so low on health. Again, you're looking for targets. If you hit tab, you get the closest target, and then you could just move towards that target. I notice you tend to just target things that are in front of you instead of looking at and just hitting tab and looking for the closest thing. So here you zoom out a little bit, so you know how to zoom out, but you're not doing it all the time. Again, you're still just shooting ions at drones. I think it's because you just don't realize you're shooting ions and you're in the wrong power setting. But power setting management is rough. when you want to regen weapon power, the best thing to do is to just stop shooting till like you're almost at full. Because what happens is every time you take a shot or start charging, your weapons actually regen a lot slower than if you weren't shooting at all. So you want to regen in chunks, and this is true for everything. So this guy was shooting at you for a long time. You didn't have distortion up, so what I would have done is just barreled away, just to stop him from doing damage to you, instead of just trying to tank the rocket pods to the face. If you had distortion up, then you could have used distortion to mitigate some damage. When you respawned here, you respawned at the bottom left. I think you just picked it just like assigned you a random one. Always try to pick the one closest to get back, because I notice you're trying to get back to the action here and you just run out of engine power because it's so far.
Oh, you can pick where I respawn?
Yeah, you just click on the diamonds on the map when you're respawning.
Oh, cool.
Before you hit the ready option. Here, you were kind of hitting spacebar over and over, and again, the engine recharge is the same thing as weapon. If you use your spacebar, you suddenly are regenning a lot slower than if you had just left it. So when you want to regen engine power, just hold W so that you're moving as fast as possible without spacebarring, and then just let it regen up to like half or whatever, and then you can do a nice long boost again. The short boosts actually burn way more energy than if you had just like waited and then go again. The trick is to be patient, and it's really hard because you want to get back there as quick as possible, but it will get you back there faster. So I noticed you were getting shot there, you lost your entire health total and you didn't use any of your abilities, especially having Fortress Shield on your bar. If you had just hit Fortress Shield, I think you'd have been okay there, or just started running away. I think the biggest thing is just try to use your abilities more, like Distortion Field, Fortress Shield, even Bypass. Like you could use Bypass a lot more than you do. So you stop to shoot at him, you charge your whole arc, but he was clearly going away from you, so there was no way that he was gonna like turn around and come back by the time your thing was done. So instead of continuing to charge, you should have just moved forward so that you could catch up to him and then start charging again. So for some reason you zoom in here, and when you try to track someone, you're going to see how slow it is. Like you can't push your arc at all when you're zoomed in. And then this guy comes up, and I think you use Fortress Shield here, just like the first time. Oh no, you don't. So you just took that shot from the railgun. Again, you could have Fortress Shield instantly there. That's just reaction time though. That takes practice. So when you're shooting, just try to keep them as close to the middle as possible. Try to push your arc and then come back and shoot them. You'll have much better accuracy that way. When you're turning in tight corners like this, if you hold S, you'll be going at minimum speed. See, this was a really good Fortress Shield, but once you use Fortress Shield, he just kind of sat there and killed you. So you can use Fortress Shield, gain the shields, and if he stays on you, it's time to go. Again, you spawn at the bottom, but you didn't know that you could change your spawns, so now you'll know. That'll help you a lot for getting back to places faster.
Yeah, I'm working right now on the F1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's really
do the
important.
change.
Yeah. So here you wait. This is really good. But yeah, so here you're spamming again. You're not waiting for energy to regen. So that'll really help you get you to places. So as soon as you started shooting here, you should have swapped. That was really good though. You popped Bypass and you just killed him through his shields. That's the perfect use of Bypass right there. This guy here too, this would be a perfect Bypass target. But again, he gets away from you and the numbers are clearly going up, so he's running away from you. So that's when you want to stop charging and go after them. So I think the big things to focus on will be zooming out every time. When you respawn, picking your respawn, that'll help you. Not spamming your engine power so that you can let it regen a little bit when you're trying to get somewhere really far. Using your abilities a little bit more would help you, like Bypass and stuff like that. And paying attention to if you're an ion or slug for when you're shooting at like drones or if they have low health targets. It's hard on the Maylock because the icons are the same, which is a really annoying bug. But at least, you know, just watch the colors of the beams when they go out so that you can tell to switch. Did you have any questions?
No, I think you help me a lot because I just need to put it in practice.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of things going on with me right now, and I think I'm gonna put it in practice and ask you if I need another advice. And thanks a lot, man. Yeah, sounds really good. And some points on the video almost hurt me because I know what to do, but I almost killed my computer. So let's go.
Yep. Zooming out is really going to help your accuracy too, because you're going to be able to keep them closer to the middle of the screen easier, because you'll be able to push the arc out. I noticed when you did zoom out, you could tell right away that you were having an easier time tracking the target, so that'll help you. So just every time you right click, pull back on that mouse wheel every time. I think that's everything.
It's better play on 0% or sometimes it's cool manage chat.
I always play on 0%. The target doesn't get any bigger or smaller when you zoom in. It stays the same. The only thing that changes is your ability to turn your ship faster.
Oh, I thought that help you making closer the target, because sometimes I miss a lot of the target, even shooting really close to them, especially Ronald when I shoot him. That happens. But now I know. Thank you, man.
There you go.
Thanks for the help. I wanna make you a little harder for you right now.
Look forward to it.